Hello and welcome to Roast. My name is Nick. I'm the co-creator of the game, and we're here to learn how to play Roast. So if this is your first time playing, we're going to open up the box for you, see what's inside. We got our rules. Fortunately, you guys aren't going to need to read those if we watch the full video. We've also got our point tokens, or as we call them, GUI tokens. I'll explain that a little bit later. And then we've got our cards. To set the game up, we need to do 5 simple things. The first thing you want to do is reach into your deck and pull out the campfire card. If this is a new deck, it's going to be right on top. Otherwise, you might need to dig for it a little bit. Take the campfire card, place it right in the center of the group. This is where all of our discarded cards are going to go. Next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to find all of our stick cards. Stick cards allow us to track how many points we're making as our marshmallows are roasting. Every player gets 2 stick cards. Place them directly in front of each player and remove the rest of the cards that you don't need. After that, we're going to look through the deck for a card called Fire Burns Low. There are a total of 5 of these cards provided to you, but you're probably not going to need all 5. The way that the game ends is this card will be drawn a predetermined number of times, and when you see it the final time, that's the end of the game. How long the game lasts depends on 2 things: how many of these cards are in the deck, and how many times you say you want to pull it before your fire runs out. For a standard 2-player game, we recommend 2 cards in the deck and 1 pull of the card. So as soon as you see this card for the first time, that's the end of the game. If you're playing 3 to 6 players, we recommend 2 in the deck, and you have to pull it 2 times. If you have more than 6 players, you're going to want to see this card 3 times before the game ends. In every instance, we're recommending that you put 2 of these cards in the deck. However, we provide extras in case you'd like the game to go longer or shorter. So once you have 2 of these, go ahead and place them in your deck, and the remaining ones, remove them unless this is not your first time playing. Okay, once we have that, we're going to go ahead and take our deck, shuffle it up, and pass out 7 cards total to every player. So go ahead and go around and give out our 7 cards here. Okay, once every player has 7 cards, we're going to go ahead and have them look at their hand, and we're looking for 2 cards in particular. We want to see if they've picked up the Fire Burns Low card, or if they've picked up the Hungry Bears card. In either case, if a player pulls that card on their very first hand, have them return it to the deck and simply draw for a new one. Okay, everybody's got 7 cards, everybody's got 2 stick cards, the campfire's in the center, we have the right number of Fire Burns Low cards, nobody has the bear or the Fire Burns Low in their hand for the first turn. It's time to start the game. So, who goes first? Well, for Roast, the person who had chocolate last goes first. So whoever ate the chocolate most recently, it's your turn. So now let's talk about taking your turn. Okay, so it's time to take your turn. When taking your turn, there are 3 things that you can do. The first thing that you want to do is you want to draw from the deck until you have a total of 7 cards in your hand. Every time you take your turn, the first thing you do, draw up 7 cards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'll take 6 and 7 total cards in my hand. The second thing you'll want to do is take 2 actions. And I'll get into what actions are in a second, but you just want to know that you can take up to 2 actions. You don't have to take 2, you can do nothing, you can do 1 action, up to 2 actions. And the last thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to move your marshmallows up 1 roast level at the end of your turn. So let's take a look at what that might look like. Let's say it's my turn, I've drawn up to 7 cards, and now I'm ready to take some actions. The most basic action that you can take is to place marshmallows on sticks. Each stick, just like in the real world, can handle more than 1 marshmallow, but it can't handle an infinite number. These sticks can handle 3 marshmallows total. You can put 1, 2, or 3 marshmallows on a stick for 1 single action. So, in my hand, I happen to have 2 basic mallows here, and I'm going to go ahead and take them and put them on 1 stick. I start by placing them at the very bottom of my stick where they are worth no points. No points until the turn comes all the way back around to me, and then I would be able to do something with them. But for now, they're just plain regular marshmallows. They're not ready to be turned into a s'more yet. However, let's say I'm a little worried about some of the other players trying to attack my stick. What I might do instead is, rather than put all my mallows on one stick, I might put one here and one here, thereby increasing the chances that at least one of them makes it to a higher point value. Once I place the marshmallow on the stick, that is one action. Once I place the marshmallow on the other stick, that is action number 2. So I can put up to 3 on one stick, and I could put up to 3 on another stick. One action, one action. Okay, so if I do it this way, those would be my 2 actions. And I now slide my marshmallows up to raw. So when the turn comes back around to me, I'm going to see that my marshmallow is at the level raw. If I so chose, at that time, I could use graham cracker and chocolate to make a s'more. I could also choose to let the turn continue, and at the end of my turn, I would once again slide my marshmallows up. Once the turn returned to me, I might see that my marshmallows were worth more points. The longer you wait, the more points they're worth. But be careful, everyone can see that you're gaining points, and it becomes more and more tempting of a target. So let's talk about what I mean by a target. We have a lot of these cards in here, the basic mallow. All that can do is roast. All you can do with this guy is put him on the fire. However, there are a number of other types of marshmallows that have special abilities. Each marshmallow will have its special abilities printed at the very top, so you can see exactly what it does. There are some intricacies with each one of these special marshmallows, so if you're not 100% sure whether this marshmallow can do that in this particular instance, definitely consult the rules, because it will cover all of those little details in there. And if it doesn't say it, it's definitely allowed. Okay, so let's cover what that might look like. I've drawn up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I've got 2 sticks here that are totally full. Nothing else I can do. I know you're thinking, well, why can't I just add another marshmallow now? Well, that would mean that one of these marshmallows was halfway cooked while the other one was only partially done. So just like in the real world, we want all of our marshmallows to be finished at the exact same time. They've got to all go on together, and they all have to come off together. It can't be cycling around. So these sticks are full. I can't do anything else. However, I do have some special cards in my hand. So I may choose to take my actions by affecting other players. Let's say I have a player to my left here who is also getting pretty close to having a very high point value s'more. What I might want to do is play as one of my actions a special card called Soggy Mallows. Soggy Mallows will immediately soak out all of the marshmallows on a single stick. And the only way that somebody might be able to stop that is if they have the Oven Knight. The Oven Knight can be played at any time, and it does not count as an action. It's a blocking card. So you don't need to wait for your turn in order to play. Once I've attacked my opponent here, maybe they blocked it, maybe they didn't, I still have one action remaining. That allows me then to maybe make a s'more. I have them at rare. It's not worth a lot of points, one marshmallow at the lowest level, but maybe my opponent is very cutthroat, and so I would like to remove one of these guys from the fire as soon as I possibly can. So for my second action, I'm going to take a graham cracker card from my hand and a chocolate card from my hand. Regardless of the number of marshmallows on your stick, you need 1 chocolate and 1 graham cracker card in order to make a s'more. So maybe it's a single, maybe it's a triple decker, doesn't matter. 1 chocolate, 1 graham, and whatever's on your stick. Once you play those, you put these together and we count up our points. So I was at level 1 here, and on the card you'll see it's printed. It'll say raw times 1. So that means I take the value of my mallows and I multiply it by 1. In this case, a basic mallow was worth 1 point, and I had 1 of them. So that's 1 times 1 is 1 point. So now I come over to my gooey tokens. I'm going to punch out a 1. Oh, there it goes. And I'm going to stick it right on top of there so I remember till the end of the game exactly how much this s'more is worth. That would complete my second action. And now I will finish my turn by pushing my marshmallow up from raw to rare. So now I know at the beginning of my next turn, if I wanted to make a s'more, exactly how many points it would be worth. That concludes my turn, and then now will be someone else's turn. And that's taking your turn. Oh, one last thing. Let's talk about what happens if you leave your marshmallow on the fire for a little bit too long. So it's been 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. It just comes back around, and you are unable to make a s'more. You don't have enough chocolate in your hand, or you don't have a graham cracker in your hand. If you don't have the graham or the chocolate in your hand at the end of the 4th turn, this marshmallow has to be pushed up to the top level. And if you read the card, you will see it says that your marshmallow is now toasted, and he is worth 0 points. So just like in real life, if you leave him on too long, he burns to a crisp and becomes inedible. So the longer you wait, the more points he's worth, but don't wait too long, otherwise he will burn up. Okay, so we've covered setting up the game, taking your turn, making s'mores, and now the only thing left to do is to end the game and see who wins. So here in front of me, I've got 1 Fire Burns Low card already down, and someone is going to pull the second one. And that instantaneously ends the game. As you can see here, I still had some marshmallows cooking. They were roasted. Oh, that was going to be a lot of points, but unfortunately the fire is out and the game is over. So now I turn to my s'more pile here to see what points I have. I'm going to add them all up, and whoever has the most is the winner. So here I've got one that was worth 2 points. It was at raw level, and I had 2 mallows, so 2 points there. And then I had another one here that was worth 4, but this one was at the rare level, so 4 times 3 is 12. So I have 12 and 2 for a total of 14 points. Sometimes that's a really high score, and sometimes that's a kind of low score. So it really depends on the way that you and your friends are playing and the number of players, whether that's good or bad. But that's the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning about it, and I hope you enjoyed playing it even more. We really loved making it for you. And we've got another video coming out soon about our advanced rules. So there's ways to play with a bit more risk, a bit more complexity, and a little bit more subterfuge. So if you guys are interested in taking your roasting skills up a notch, please be on the lookout for our advanced play video. Okay, I'll see you guys around the campfire.